on Fox tonight, the U.S. spends billions of dollars a year trying to secure our border with Mexico, but as you know, there are still obviously major holes.
All you have to do is look south of the valley, where cartels are openly operating one of the busiest drug corridors in the country. And they're doing it with the help of scouts placed in strategic hideouts. Troy
Hayden climbed up to one of those outposts. He joins us now with the story. Troy, they sit up there and they're kind of directing traffic, basically.
They certainly are, with sophisticated equipment, and boy, do they have a sight line. It's a cat and mouse game that's being played out every single day. And the thing is, it's happening just a few miles from neighborhoods south of the valley. Let's show you what we're talking about here. So here's Phoenix. We're going to go about 30 miles south, and a little bit south and west of Maricopa. This area right here is known as the Vico Valley. You may have heard that in the news before. That's that drug smuggling corridor. And I'm going to put it in 3D here so you can see the topography a little bit. This mountainous area, think about it. If you're sitting up, say, on top of this mountain right here, you could look out over this whole valley and see police and see Border Patrol and see your own smugglers and know what's going on. And that's where our story begins.
Hey, if we can get an agent to the north side of that ridge, there's a wash.
Just south of the town of Maricopa, a suspected drug cartel scout runs through the rugged desert terrain, seeming to glide over big boulders and desert scrub. And he's not alone.
Just trying to find him on camera is hard enough.
10-4. That was great work, everybody. Great work.
On this remote desert mountaintop in the same area, Border Patrol agents congratulate themselves on a big arrest. A man you can just barely see here, outfitted in camouflage. Agents say he's also a drug cartel scout. And tonight, we get unprecedented access to his hideout, just hours after he was taken away. We're dropped in halfway up the mountain by Pinal County Sheriff's Office pilot Scott Elliott. And the climb up is so steep and so difficult, I'm forced to shoot video with my phone. This is a makeshift hideout that was built by the scout. And come back around here and take a look at this. You can see back inside, it's a stack of rocks, and then he would sit right down in here and be able to look out over the entire Vico Valley and spot his smugglers and spot any law enforcement who may be trying to catch them. Look down here. This is his mask he would wear, camouflage, fresh socks. Apparently the guy likes sweets. There's a bunch of candy and some limes and a toothbrush. And again, from this position, look at the view he had over the entire Vico Valley. Look what I found here, stuck between these two rocks. Could be some deadly intent. And you apparently see this a lot. This is a car battery that's stuck up here behind a pile of rocks. They use these car batteries to power all of their electronics, their radios, scanners, cell phones even at times. It's like an Army surplus jacket that he literally just probably threw off when agents came here less than 24 hours ago. This appears to be where he kept most of his food. You can see some tortillas down there. And again, I can just start to smell the food going bad, because it was just a short time ago that all this was busted by agents. You can see he's got some eggs down here, more tortillas in the back. So water obviously is key out here in the desert if you're going to be up here for a long time. Here's another little kind of hole that they've made. And one thing you see out here a lot are these dark containers. And the reason they have those dark containers is because they don't reflect the sunlight and shine in the desert. But that's primarily what they'll carry their water in across the desert. Many of these tactics have been used for years in these mountains and these valleys. But the recent arrest of drug lord El Chapo is changing things up a bit.
It seems that things are not as consistent what we're used to on a cycle as far as the activities and stuff. It just seems like things have been a little disrupted.
Why?
I would say it's a leadership and a power thing. With him obviously being captured again, there's somebody that has to move up the ranks, and they're probably still trying to decipher that.
Okay, we still have visual of him. He's running along.
That doesn't mean the drug smuggling is slowed, but has maybe become more unpredictable and possibly more violent as other cartel leaders try to fill El Chapo's shoes, making raids like this maybe more important and dangerous than ever.
One down so far. Got him on video.
I want to thank the Pinal County Sheriff's Office Aviation Unit for taking us out there, but it was an eye-opener.
So El Chapo being captured has created a vacuum for who's going to take control of that drug corridor.
Absolutely, and so it's interrupted a little bit of the drug flow, and now they're jockeying for the position to see who's going to run that cartel.
What are they moving out there primarily?
Marijuana.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and
are they
they'll
seeing
carry
anything else?
Every once in a while. What they're seeing now, more than they used to see, is the big bales of marijuana, but in the middle, heroin.
Yeah,
all the way down in the middle. And a lot of times the mules, the drug mules as they're called, don't even know that heroin's in there.
Interesting.
And they're carrying 75 pounds of marijuana on their back,
Wow.
like 70, 80 miles.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks,
Troy.
Troy.